blogger. My Insta handle is Tales of Mamas. I'm famous for my Jewish moments. That is my son Vishakha. When we combine both together, we are called Zaveri. Often our therapy talkings are very famous on Instagram. Must be following me on Instagram. And today I'm host Zaveri. He's here with us now. You all must be knowing him. He's very famous dad blogger, and I would like him to introduce you all first.
Hey everyone, so I'm Dhaval Zaveri. My handle is Jumble and Tumble. Started dad blogging 3 years back, and the journey is very pleasant and helpful for me as well as the other dads who keep referring to our page and giving us feedback. So that's it from my side as an introduction.
Okay, Dhaval, Father's Day. So we both are here to talk about fathers, how fathers play the role in the parenting and how parenting is exactly all about. Firstly, I would like to ask you one question, like, for you, what defines a father?
For me, I personally believe that father or dads are not just providers and financial supporters these days, but they are also
I completely agree.
more of multitaskers as the modern day mamas. So they do
So
help
true.
the family in household chores, look after the family, as well as take part in the kids' daily activities. So that's what will define a father from my side.
That's true. And is it only limited to being financial support? As I completely agree that fathers do play an important role, they help in co-parenting. Today's scenario, how do you manage taking child along with the financial needs of the family? How do you get time to, give child in during all these things while you're managing the financial support for the family?
Right. So, what we like, I and the lady in the house, what we have done is we have set some rules, some guidelines. So, we divide our household chores equally, even she's working. So,
Oh,
we
wow.
both have our different work time. Yes, we both have our different work time,
Yeah,
and then according to the time which when we are free, we divide the household chores. So, accordingly, we get a lot of free time for both of ourselves, which we then dedicate it to our kid. So that way enough time is there when where we are there with him, and he's also healthy.
wow, that's so sweet of you. I would request all the fathers who are watching this to learn that they also need to co-parent their child. Now I would like to ask you, Dhaval, like, how becoming a father changed you? Like, what is earlier life and now when you're a father? How it changed you?
I would say becoming a father did load me with a lot of responsibilities on my shoulders, but I have
Actually
grown to
did.
be much more. Yeah, so I have grown to be much more patient, I would say. So I enjoy little things in life from my kid. The little smile which we have, or we set little goals, and the little goals which we have set, when the kid achieves this, it's a different kind of achievement for a father also. And it has also made me more sensitive, I would say. So like uh, coming all tired out from your office to home, and you ring the bell and you see the kid opening the door with a beautiful smile on his face and welcoming you, so it gives you an immense kind of
So
pleasure, the
true.
best feeling ever, and relieves all your body stress. So it's like
I
fatherhood has shown me
can
a
relate to
love.
it.
Yeah. So like it has shown me a love that I never knew existed actually.
While our children are growing up, I think being a parent, a lot of different things, and definitely the love we get, the immense pleasure we get is completely out of the box. So, I'll ask you
True,
one more
true.
question. I have one more question for you. How is it to be a good father? Like, I would like to ask you firstly, how do you
So this is the toughest question, I would say. There is no set limit to be a good father actually, because today you are a good father, tomorrow something new comes up in your life, and you are juggling yourself that, oh, what happened. So I would say
I
I personally can't say that you are a good or bad father, but in the eyes of your kids, you are a superhero for sure.
So true, so true. And any specific advice you to the fathers to be, or people who are right now fathers, like how exactly they
I would say to follow three, four things which I personally follow as a secret motto. So I would say
we
be
would love
a
to know about it.
so I would say first of all be a pillar for your family, as well as to support them whenever they are in need. So being a father, you are actually a karta dharta of your family, and whenever
This
they
is
are
so
in
true.
need, they actually look after you. So that would be one
Exactly.
of my key points. Another thing, to be very honest, is to keep yourself calm during most of the family arguments, because that is the time when actual fatherhood comes out.
That's true. When we
And
look up to at that point of time, you in a father, what exactly a good father is like. That's completely a great path come across with.
yeah, and also to add
Next,
on, so like,
yeah. Mm.
sorry, so just to
Please,
add on a little, so I would also like to say that all the fathers out there, try to be positive or speak positively with the kid. So rather than saying the no word, if that can be converted to a positive sentence, it will give a lot of encouragement, indirect encouragement to the kid.
I agree because I think the positivity should be relationship. If we'll start saying no to everything, the child will be offended for sure. So that's how
Yes.
we the man a very good father. However, the next question is like how has the idea of what it means changed over the span of time in your life when we grow up? We have something different in our mind, but the moment we get married, the moment we become a parent, the life changes. And how you came along with a relationship and a parenting.
So I would say, like, see, when I just entered manlyhood, I would say, like, basically when we just come out from our college days. So during the college time, it was all dedicated to computers, games, studies, which were the goal, like to get X number of percentage. But as you come out, graduated, you enter the corporate life, and then you are bombarded with planning process, saving money, planning for your expenses, planning for your futurehood. So that is when so many things run at the back of your mind that your journals don't tally up. So that's when the that's when I would say the load of responsibilities come up. And in these kind of situations, if somebody panics up, then I would say it
Hmm.
wouldn't end up very well. The next step comes when the person gets married, and in few years they become father. So again, a new set of responsibilities are there altogether on the shoulders. So the cycle keeps on going till your kid will also one day
Correct.
become married, and then like you'll be retired and you
That's
will be
true.
looking back at your life to see, okay, these were the goals which you had set. Most of them were completed, some couldn't be completed due to XYZ reason, and you can still work on it to complete, as well as how you lived your life in a beautiful way.
True. And Dhaval, do you think the fathers are playing active role in parenting nowadays? And do you get benefited from this more active role from fathers?
Yes, I do. So I was reading a journal. Actually, it was on parenting.
Hmm.
I forgot the name, but scientifically also it's proven that if the father personally they have
Hmm.
a lot of involvement in their kids' life, then the active involvement in their growing up years will have a few behavioral problems. So the kids will have very few behavioral problems, and they'll turn out to be very better individuals socially and academically.
That's that's true.
So
And
and
you please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yes, in these times, so as we said, so like every day we try to dedicate at least 1 to 2 hours, which all the fathers do. But apart from them, I would request if the other fathers have time apart from their daily busy schedule, then dedicate that time to their kids. Take part in their day-to-day upbringing, which will give a lot of benefit. So these benefits are all long-term benefits. You will not see it within say a few months, but they'll definitely have positive effects after 1 or 2 years. So the behavior changes, the kid becomes more friendly, more it the kid opens up to yourself to speak about any difficulty they have. Most of these days the problem was that if both the parents are working, the kid can't open up because the parents are not there when the kid has to share something. So if we dedicate this time to the kids, which most of the fathers are doing right now, the kids are turning out to be better individuals. I think Andrea, I think Vishakha has a network issue and she'll be rejoining it. So uh, let's wait for her. But yeah, in the same line, so these journals are very useful to be read. So most of I am actually a part of dad blogging WhatsApp group also, and most of the father who are there, we discuss on these stuff. So like there are XYZ queries from all the fathers, and then we discuss on that. Sometimes we do make video calls to sort out these situations, which was not there previously. So I never saw my dad or my grandfather talking to somebody else on fatherhood, because every dad thought that okay, my parenting is right parenting. It's like just going through okay, I am doing that would be right, but there are chances that there could be a little bit flaw, or there could be a little bit glitch in the way we are doing. So the delivery pattern could be wrong. It's the same as the bowling in cricket. The spin could go out this side or this side. So you have to think and do the bowling accordingly and deliver the ball straight to your kid. So I personally say that yeah, it's good how you can do parenting, but discussing it openly with these people is also not a big problem. So personally also I would say,
Dhaval,
if
can
you
you
guys,
hear me?
yes, now I can hear you. Hey, you're back. So Vishakha, we were just discussing, I was just giving them some tips on how parents can discuss.
Can you hear me, Dhaval?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. It got disconnected somehow. I'm so sorry.
Yes, no worries. So I was just giving them tips that
That's
how
good.
fathers can open up.
That's good.
Previously,
So,
like
Dhaval, basically,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah. I was just asking you a question that is in what ways do you think that the emerging father-child relationship is, and how they are different from the previous times?
Oh, perfect. So, actually, see, previously, I think the father of the family had very little time with the kid. They were the breadwinners with a traditional strict role in the financial support of the family. While I'll say the current father-child relationship is more intertwined, as current day fathers have become more expressive. They are caring fathers who love spending more time with their kids and try to get engrossed in their daily activities too, which are giving all the positive effects.
That's so true. And how about like we see strong evidence of a new generation of dads who want to embrace their roles as a competitive professional and caregivers as well. So what would you like to suggest to the dads of era that which will help them going and embrace the fatherhood at the same point of time?
Uh, I would like to suggest them the same thing, like try to engage in the daily activities with the family members, even if it's even if it's as simple as having a dinner together, and after dinner having a half an hour discussion about all the people in the family. So like, let's say, what did the dad do in the whole day? So he can give his advice to the kids and the lady in the house, or even to the other family members, and similarly all of them will discuss, so at least all of them will be on par. What did they do? And the kid will have an idea that, okay, my dad is doing these stuffs, my mom is doing these stuffs. And then the other benefit of these things will be that the kid will be opening up very nicely to the parents whenever in need, plus the speaking skills will develop.
I completely agree. Dhaval, you have given a strong. So we see
I think I'm not able to hear you. Oh, she has. Okay, I think she is having a network issue and she has dropped out again. But yeah, so the last point which we were discussing on, so I would like to reiterate that. So basically, I see my grandfather, he never changed the nappies of my father, or has made him sleep. It was all the time my grandmother who made my father sleep. That's what I've heard from my father. Now my father went a step ahead. This is again 40 years back. No, not 40. So 25 years back, when he actually did not change the nappies, but he did spend time with me and he made me sleep. So that was a good point. Now I, on the other hand, went a step ahead. So I actually help in the household chores. I have changed my kids' nappies and I have also made him sleep. So that's how the generations go on improvising themselves. And this is how I would like to even say, like, all you fathers out there can help in the daily activities. Oh, she's back. Hello, back
so
again.
guys, we father in front of us that who changed who does all the household chores, and I think you must be an ideal father for your family as well. And I'm sure that Dimple must be feeling lucky at this point of time that people are praising you. You do all the stuff that a father and basically I personally also feel the same way that mothers are not the only takers. A father should
Right.
also take full responsibility, right? So
True.
so next question is Dhaval that what your learnings about fatherhood, and in what ways do you think nurturing of also a part of fatherhood? Because how is it even more important that a nurturing of child is dependent on father as well. Mother is the sole, one who's taking care of everything, who's nurturing.
Okay, so I would say learning about fatherhood. So I would like to say that see, each generation will have a different set of learnings. So it's same with our kids' studies. Like, we were studying with slate and chalk, and going forward now the kids have laptops and whatnot in their hand. So similar to that, the world is progressing rapidly. So what was relevant at that time might not all be relevant now. But I would like to say that what I
That's true.
liked and learned from my father is that he loved us, but also had a discipline line in focus. So, he was my teacher for valuable life lessons, which I learned as I progressed from a kid to man, and even till date. So, we actually have a lot of discussion sessions. So, once a month, at least, I sit with my father, relax with a coffee cup in the hand, and my dad gives me valuable lessons. So, like, what I can do, where I can improve, even till date. And I take it in a positive way, because that's again my learning, what I was and how I can improve, or I can make myself better.
That's true. That's, I think all of us, whenever we sit with our fathers, their valuable advices to us, they tell us about the various experiences they had, and we definitely love to learn from them. Basically, how often do you a child and you talk to them? You think of how much time should a father spare that you
uh,
should with your child?
I would like to say that there is no specific time. So again, it boils down
Hmm.
to how much time you can have for your child. So if, say, both the parents are working, I would not stress them out saying that, okay, you dedicate 4 hours a day to your kid. They'll be calling me in
As
the
much
night
as
that, oh, my
possible.
work life is ruined. Yes. So at least say, have a meal together with all the family members, which is one of the basic thing. Try to dedicate at least 2 hours in a day's time to your kid. So it could be in a fun way, that when you are playing a game, say an indoor soccer game or a board game with your kid, where the kid would be
Hmm.
very happy to see their father's involvement
Hmm.
in their life. So sit, all the family members sit together.
I
So
so
we
agree
personally,
with
we had a house help, and we actually incorporated our house help also while playing board games with our kid. So then my kid was like, okay, now we are 4 people, let's play together and we'll have a lot of fun. So even, and that way he could also see the way we help our house help. So the comprehensiveness of helping the others will also get developed.
that's true. That's true. Dhaval, we have a question from Joshi that said before, don't
Uh, Hello, I'm not able to hear you. I think the question was, as you said before, don't say no to the kid. So please give me an example for this. Um, I would like to say that, say for example, your kid is asking for a chocolate to be eaten today. Say the whole bar of chocolate to be eaten. So rather than saying that no, you can't have it, I would like to say that, try to delay the situation. So you can, rather than saying no, you don't have it, you can say, okay, you want to have chocolate, let's have one piece of chocolate. So that would be a positive sentence. Or you can say that, okay, you want to have a chocolate, let's have 2 pieces of chocolate tomorrow. So rather than saying that no word, if you just go into this small little kind of positive sentences, that will develop so much positivity in your child also, that your child will then try to speak positive words, as well as give you also advices in these positive sentences. I have personally experienced it with my child, so that's why I'm telling you.
Here, I would like to also, give one advice to the viewers that if you will start saying no to everything, they will even stop demanding from you, and there the bond gets affected as well. So whenever they're asking you something, rather than saying straightforward no, you can just distract the child with something. You can say that we can have it later on. Right now, you can give reason. Let's not just jump to the thing and say no, you can't have it. So let's just have a healthy discussion with your child that not every time you can get everything, but the explanation matters at that point of time, rather than being a very strict parent and saying no at every point of time. Your bond will get affected by that way. So try to distract a child, try to give him something else rather than that particular thing, or it could be something that you can't, even if you can't do that, just try to distract your child, because it majorly affect the mindset of the child, and it majorly affects the child, right? So I think we have one more question from one person, that how do you think a father should change the mindset, like a father like you, how can we influence others to co-parent the you know co-parent with their partner, because most of the partners don't think that co-parenting is important. right? So how can being an example for all of us, how can you ask them to actually co-parent and tell them that it is really important for everyone to co-parent?
So this question was also asked to me a couple of times when I go out with my friends, because we all have kids nowadays and they are of different age. But yes, so when you go out, I would like to say that generally this is what happens. Most of the time, men sit together for at least some discussion. So you can open up this discussion at that time. I know it would sound unrealistic, but see, opening up would be the best part. It would take a while to open up and get responses from others, but then you can give a little advice of how they can be better. Say that I am not giving you any negative advices, but this is what I feel. You can talk in group, you can even tell this to them personally, that see, this is what I feel and this is for your betterment. So if you do this, I think that you will be a better person. And that
I
would,
agree.
so these positive sentences would help, rather than saying that no, I think you are doing it wrong again. So see, even for us, if somebody tells that no, your parenting style is wrong, anybody would be taken back. So rather than that, say it in a positive sense, that no sir, I don't I'm not telling you anything, no, but tell them like, I am trying to give you an advice which will improve your life. So
I
then they can
agree.
start with those stuff, and I'm sure whenever you tell that it will improve your life, they'll be sure keen to hear your advice for sure.
That's so true. And otherwise, like Dhaval, I would like to know that how did you started your dad blogging journey? How Dimple came along with you? So a few light on this thing.
Sure. So, Instagram was in limelight a few years ago. Like I had created my account when I think Instagram had launched back in 2007 or 8. I was in London and I created it. I was not very sure what to do with my account in those times, but I always used to capture photos. So photography was kind of a hobby for me. So anything from food to even personal photos I used to capture. And then one fine day, after my kid got delivered, I thought that why not to give a little glimpse of what I'm doing in my life to people. And why not to put short positive sentences with it, which can help others also, which can benefit others. So I started 3.5 years back, actually, putting up all these short clips of what I am doing with my kid. So videography was not too popular at that time, but yeah, so I started with my photos and I used to write a detailed description of what I'm doing with my kid. Say, for example, just playing peekaboo with my kid. So that's from the day when I started, and then I started continuing it. Of course, dad blogging was not too much very popular in those era. Even nowadays, it's not very popular. Like I don't see too many dad bloggers. So then Dimple, my wife, also joined me in the journey. She is like, I would also like to help you, and you can put my suggestions also. And I took it in a positive way. I took her on board as a co-member of the page, and we started our journey. So she joined me 2 years back because she's also working. She's a teacher, and she started implementing her ideas on the page, and from then there was no looking back. So that's how we reached all these milestones.
We all adore Dhaval, because you and Dimple are setting a lot of goals, a lot of goals for the other people around. Because I'm sure co-parenting is not very appreciable, especially I would say, because you don't often see fathers changing and fathers taking care of the children. So how do you feel when people? How do you feel? Do you want to give them some advice, or appreciate this thing? How do you take it?
I definitely appreciate it, but yeah, there are a lot of time when the other parents say that why you are doing it, why not the lady in the house is doing it, and to those questions, I would like to say that you have to somewhere take a stand. So that's when I take a stand that no, it's not only her job to do, it's your kid. She did not she delivered the kid, but it's not like only her kid, it's our kid actually. So you are equally responsible for the upbringing of your child, and that's how I take it up. So taking it positively is a must thing, but of course taking a stand is a better way.
That's so true. So, how has been being a father till now? Like, how much you enjoy being a father?
Oh, I love all the fatherhood journey. So I love spending time with my kid. It's not only because I'm a father, because I can relive my childhood days with him, playing all those superhero games or the pretend play tea party games where I'm sipping an empty cup saucer, and even playing fun games like peekaboo. So I actually love the whole journey.
That's so true. And any specific message you want to on Father's Day?
I would like to say this, that don't feel that you are backed out just because of your style. If there is any questions or queries, you guys have any specific queries which you can't say it in public, you guys can DM me on my Insta page Jumble and Tumble, and I would be really happy to answer. Wishing you all a happy Father's Day, and definitely do co-parenting. It will give a very positive effect to your kid.
It was lovely having you over here, Dhaval. I really
Thank
appreciate
you.
the way you your child, and I appreciate the way you are doing everything. And I really expect people to, take you as a role model and just learn few things from you at least. Dhaval, we have a question three for you. That what is the best way to make the study?
uh, Try to make them study in a fun learning way. So see, I'm not telling only from the pandemic point of view. Pandemic is only from past 1.5 2 years. But say if the kid is not studying, don't make those words like homework or study, or you are not studying as hard for the kid to gulp down. Make it in a fun way, that okay, today we just have a little writing exercise which would be fun. After that we would be doing a drawing exercise. So that way the kid would look after for drawing and will finish the homework. Or sometimes what I personally do is, my kid has to write, say for example, 10 words on a page. I also take a pen and paper and I do writing with him. So that way the kid sees that okay, my papa is also doing, I think it's good for me, let me also do it. So that way most of the time we finish our homeworks from the school.
Dhaval, can you hear me?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
Hello. Hello.
Okay, till that time, Gayatri, I teacher basically, and I would like to answer your question for this because I also have a 6-year-old. So the most important thing that while keeping your child study is make a specific time and understand that you are study at that point of time with him, and make sure that don't make it a harsh time for him. Slow, go with the flow, make start with something interesting at the first, like something like this, that okay, we are going to study and start doing math, start doing science or something. Make it, start with drawing, start with the activity, maybe a puzzle game that could be mind enhancing as well. I mind games with my child, I make puzzles for him, I make different, you can go through the website and learn. And also I share a lot of teaching handle as well. My Insta handle is Tales of Ma, so you can go through a lot of tips there. And one point I would like to bring in your focus, like whenever being a parent or child, we the expectation level is too high. Like being a parent, we are very forceful on keep our expectations to another level. So first of all, whenever you are teaching your own child expectations, don't expect too much. In one go, the child will understand everything and he's gonna answer you back. So keep your expectations low, go with the flow, and understand the most important thing. Every child is different, a different way of learning. So if you will start your child with someone else who might not be capable, who might be more, who must be having more, so don't compare your child might be good in something else. So child can't be good in everything. So firstly, being a parent, you have to understand this thing. You have to go slow. You have to be polite. You have to be gentle. Don't be very harsh while you're teaching your. And second most important point, keep your phones away from you when you, because what we I'm telling you, being a parent and a teacher as well. So our concentration is somewhere else. We are not able to give focus on our own children. So keep your phones away, keep your mind just on you to make him learn in a fun way rather than just being a strict like saying, okay, you have to do this. So take it lightly firstly. And so anybody else would like ask Dhaval something?
I would also like to add a
So
little.
Dhaval, we don't have any more questions, and I would say that it was a lovely session having a conversation with you about the being a father and everything. Thank you so much. Any last message?
Thank you, everyone. A little add-on to Gayatri's question actually,
Dhaval,
and
you
Vishakha's.
are not audible. I think tech.
1 minute. So I would like to say
Okay.
a little
So we
add-on.
can hear you, Dhaval.
I would like to say a little add-on there would be the phones thing. So it's not only phones. Keep your phones, tablets, everything away when you are with the kid. I see a lot of parents when they are even playing board games with their kids, the other hand has phone handy. Take a break. Okay, take a break. It's for your good, for your child's good. And if the phone is important, tell your child that let me give me 5 minutes. I have something important from my office. I need to look after this, and I'll be back in the game. That way, the child will also get a sense of waiting. So he'll learn how to wait. Plus, if your tablets and mobiles are there around you, so the child will also learn the same thing. So say 10 years down the line, if your child is having their tablet or phone while eating their lunch or dinner, and you are telling them, they'll say the same thing, that Papa, you are using the phone when you had your work. I'm using it for my fun. So it's the same thing. And believe me, I have seen kids doing this in front of me. So I would like to say that please try and dedicate this time without all these tablets and all these smartphones. So that will give a lot of good positive vibes to your kid.
That's so true. We love you, Dhaval. And any specific advice you want to give to mothers? Now, enough of telling everything to fathers. We would love to hear like anything, any specific advice you want to give to mothers.
So mothers, all the mothers are multitaskers. I actually bow down to them when I see all of them working. Like my wife is working, she's managing the whole house, she's managing the food. So not specific advice as such, but I would like to say that okay, the mothers also, I keep the same tablet advice which I'll give, because I keep seeing mothers seeing a lot of serials out there when they are with the kid. Even with the headphone on, the screen is visible to the kid. So those things should be taken care of. And mothers, I know there is lot of patience, but most of the time when the kid is around with the mother for 8-10 hours, they tend to lose that patience. So try to take a deep breath. Don't scream or shout on your kid, because that will have a negative impact on their brain. So rather than that, take a deep breath, take 5 minutes break, go in your room alone and breathe, and just think that if somebody screams on the same pitch on you, will you like it? This will actually answer your question, and you will come out smiling, and you will make your kid understand in a better way.
We loved thing. So Dhaval, we heard your advice about the mothers. We knew about it. So anything else on Mother's Day, like something specific about raising children? Acha, okay. One thing I would love to know what your thoughts about gender neutrality. Like whenever we are raising children, we nowadays we focus about being gender neutral. So how are your views? I would like to know your views about gender neutrality.
I would like to say that, see, these days the gender neutrality is actually in focus. Like 20 years back or 30 years back, when my mother, say for example, my mother would ask my father that why you are not doing this, then he could easily say that, hey, this is not my job. It's your lookout. You raise the kid properly. Okay, I'll go and earn. But now if somebody tells like that, you can get back to them that, hey, hello, like as a mother, I am also earning. So it's not only my responsibility to, look after the kid. We have to equally take part in the daily life of the kid. So that's what I feel, that it has not opened up so much as far as parenthood is concerned. But say a decade down the line, it might take another decade to get it in place totally, I would say, but it will definitely happen.
I agree. I agree because being gender neutral is really important rather than differentiating between, okay, you are a boy, you have to be raised in a specific way, and you are a girl, you have to be raised in specific way, is something, really disappointing. And I have a son, and I try to be gender neutral as much as possible because he loves to play with kitchen set, and he loves to,
Right.
serve tea to me. And one more important message on this Father's Day, I want to give to mothers and fathers as well, whosoever are listening us, that while raising your boys, please make them do household chores so that they
Very important.
understand, yeah, so that they understand that it is not only a girl's job, only a female's job to take care of the household things. It's equally important for a boy, for a father, for every male to understand that household chores or helping your helping the females in the family is no harm. You are not getting less or importance if you'll be handling them in a better way, and you if you'll be taking care of your child, you'll be helping them in household chores. In fact, the females will also be giving you more respect, and they will be being more polite, more gentle to you, and giving you much more respect if you will be helping them out in these chores. Dhaval, anything specific you want to add to what I said?
Yes, so I have a very important thing to add to this. My son is 5 years old, and he actually, see, these things, I would first start by saying that, see, whatever you said is actually very true. And these things doesn't come by just saying to your kid that, okay, chalo, aaj jadu pocha karna hai. He'll see why. So for that, I would like to say that, see, my son saw me doing the household chores when my household help was not there, or when my wife needed my help, and I agreed to it, and then I did it. So my son saw it. The next, a week later, he actually told me that, Papa, do you need any help? I can do the jadu by myself. He has a small, this size small jadu with him, and he actually cleaned 3 tiles by himself, and he showed me that, see, this is the kachra what I got from these 3 tiles. And I was so happy seeing that. And then we told this to the mama, and she was like, well done, you actually did a very good job. So similar, in similar lines, say for example, say, I am not telling all the fathers to do this completely, but again, see, if only mama and kid is available at the house, then what she can do is, she can ask that, say, my son or my daughter, you like having cake, let's make cake on Saturday. Then when you are making cake, try to involve your kid while making it, so that will give them a sense that you are actually giving them a responsibility. Tell them to add, say for example, two tablespoon of sugar. They'll not do it correctly in the first go, or maybe the till fifth go. Don't be disheartened. Try to give them these tasks so they'll feel that no, I am responsible, I am actually helping to make the cake properly. And similarly, whatever they like whatever food, say if they are going to have poha, try to add what we say, haldi. Try tell them to add haldi to it, or if the chopped vegetables are ready, just tell them to pour it in the pan. So those little things will give them a lot of sense that no, actually I am doing something which is very good, and I am helping in doing these things.
I completely agree with you, Dhaval. And even I make my son do the basic household things, like
Right.
he's the one who serves basically whenever I'm cooking in the kitchen. And maybe I'm sounding really good, but I make him do dust when the plate is not, so
That's
that
good
he
actually.
understands.
Right.
Yeah, because so that he understands that this is something normal. Because these days people don't even consider this normal.
True. So
Right.
most of these kids, like when they are 16, 17, and when they go to a foreign country, they actually have to do it by themselves. And that is the time, if they get stuck there, they'll call mama papa and say कि नहीं यार ये तो नहीं हो रहा है मेरे से, I'm not able to do it. So see,
So
incorporating these things in their daily life from now will give them a sense that okay, even in future, you are making them independent from this very age, which will actually help them going forward in their elder life.
this is so true because they never know what stream they'll be choosing, how they'll be
Right.
living a future life, maybe what part of profession they'll be choosing, will be having us with them or not. So you're just preparing them for future as well.
True.
So any specific either advice you would like to give to fathers or the mothers, or I would say one more thing, fathers to be and mothers to be, because there must be people who will be listening to us and they are parents to be. So any specific advice for them?
So to all the fathers and mothers to be, enjoy your trimester, as it said, well with your partner, because see, the kid is going to pop out or come soon, say within a year's time. So these are the moments to enjoy. Plus, try to make your financial goals, your family goals on paper, and keep it handy. Discuss it with your partner. So say for example, a mother is making, make it by herself, a father is making, let him make it by himself. Number them down as per the what we say, the ranking. So if something is very top important for you as a goal, say for example, I'm going to get a kid in 3 months time, and after I get a kid, I want to do XYZ thing. Say for example, I want to I want to design his room, for example, or her room. So you rank it according to whatever priorities you think, and let the other partner also rank. Then you both match it. Because see, why I'm telling ranking is that you might think that something is very important for you, but the other partner might not think it. So then discuss it with your partner why you think it is important, and afterwards, after that, look at the financial goals. So that will help you to plan the budgeting of all these goals, which are reachable in short term, which are reachable in long term, and according to that, then you can decide then make a joint list of what you both think would be prioritized. So that will help you guys to do short and long term priority goals in much easier way with the budgeting in place.
So as well that when we are a parent to be, the financial stress is something decided that should be very clear with the goals in your mindset, right? And any other except the financial issue you would like to to take care of their minds, or something people should understand. before becoming a parent?
With the financial goals, I would like to say that don't stress out too much with the parenting, because see, it's new for all of us. Nobody is trained, nobody is perfect, and the kids would be different. So even your parenting style would be different according to the kid. So of course, reading and referring stuffs online or in books is a base, but then don't stress on these things too much, that you yourself are not keeping well after doing all these stuff. Try to be real in your life, try to achieve goals which are actually achievable. Okay, don't set something which cannot be done. But with that, I would also like to say that try to have a co-parenting style in place. So it shouldn't be authoritative, that you are just giving authority, you are just authorizing on your kid, but try to have their viewpoints also in place.
That's true. You're talking about, I would like to, mention one. Everybody has a different path to follow, and everybody has their own ways of doing it. So even if you are a parent, when I say that don't compare your child with anyone, I would also mention that don't compare your parenting style with someone,
True.
because we all are humans and we all do the things in a different way. So while doing it in your mind, that you might be parenting your child in a different way, but trust me, you are doing the best for your child, because everyone is to be the best for their child. We try to give in our best efforts, we try to put best efforts, along with that we try to the possible amenities, the best possible everything to us. So don't be harsh on yourself. Well, that you try, being a parent, you are doing a fabulous job, and nobody else can do anything what your child you are doing, right? So mind, just go with the flow of parenting, just by parenting. It is not something which is having rules or having a set by your mind. You should be the one going it, enjoying the every moment of it. When your child laugh, I would like to mention this thing specifically, that when you are holding your child laps, next moment he will be little grown up. So enjoy that moment with your child, because it is never going to come back. Once he's or she grown your laps, the lap will be completely different. And parenting is something different that grows with your child. Once having a toddler, your life will be different, your parenting style will be different. Once your child is enters three plus age group or 6+ age group, teenage, parenting would be very different. Every is different, every mother is different, every different. So don't ever compare parenting style or your child with anyone else. We all are human beings following our own journey, making our own path. Dhaval is doing a great job as well, and I personally think that my husband, my all are doing our own part for our children. And on this Father's Day, I would like to mention that definitely for the biggest support system for a mother, I would say that mother is the most important part of parenting, but fathers play a very different role. They are the backbone. Like a human can't exist, can't work without the backbone. Fathers are definitely the backbone in the parenting, not only for financial things, but for everything. Whenever we need support, being a mother, whenever a child supports, they are there for us. So I salute fathers, their fatherhood stay, and I really would like to say this to every father, that you are doing a job, all are putting in all your best efforts, and I salute you for your efforts you are doing as a father. So any other question any one of you to ask her, we are here to answer. So Dhaval, we don't have any questions now. So I think the Father's Day conversation is really good, and I learned a lot from you, and I'll make sure my husband follows you and a lot of things you. And similarly, I'm able to bring a I learned that, but honestly, trust me, co-parenting is really tough, and you are doing it very. And I think all the fathers do it so gracefully. So, Dhaval, we are going to end. You want to say on the end note, or a goodbye
uh,
message to our viewers?
So that's it. I would like to say, don't get disappointed. It's just a journey, and just enjoy your journey of parenthood.
That's true. We all are having a different journey. We all are making our own. Happy Father's Day to each one who are watching us. And thank you so much, Dhaval, for sparing a lot of time for answering the questions in such a great way. It was
You're
great.
welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for inviting. Have a nice day, all of you.
Pleasure is all ours.